Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The next stone I want to showcase a little bit here is the Suehiro Rika 5K. And yes, this Suehiro does require soaking. The minimum soak time for Suehiro stones is 1 hour. So today's been a great day. It's a beautiful day here in Southwest Virginia. We just had a few rainstorms here. And a while ago, while I was downtown getting today's mail and whatnot, seen the thermometer saying it was a beautiful 74 degrees. So I am not complaining. In fact, I'm enjoying this weather. Now, there's some crotchety old guys out there, the cranky old guys, as I like to call them, that are going to hate my guts after hearing this statement, but it's the truth. The Suehiro Rika 5K will actually outperform a Norton 4K 8K tenfold. In fact, if you looked at the Norton 4K 8K micron ring, which is 3 microns, this stone's actually better than it. So why they sell it as a 4K 8K, I'll never know. I guess that's just the marketing BS that people are hooked on. But you know how that is. Get me a good slurry worked up here. Stone stupid clean. This will be the last Suehiro stone in the progression. The Suehiro Rika 5K did not come with a slurry stone, which is fine. I've got one here. In fact, I got 2 or 3 here. And it also did not come with a white ring or clear translucent ring around the bottom. So, at this point, I'm just using the same amount of pressure, which is a snug amount of pressure, comfortable grip, and I'm just doing X strokes, one by one. The Suehiro Rika 5K is also a fast cutter. It's pretty smooth feedback, a little bit smoother than the Cerax, but not much. You still get more slicing this time around than you did with a 1K Cerax, but not a lot. In fact, these crotchety old guys that claim the Norton 4K 8K combo stone, blah blah blah, whatever, man. Basically, I could shave off this stone better than I can that Norton 4K 8K, period. Oh, and then they get mad. Oh, if you can't shave off a Norton 4K 8K, you can't hone. BS, man. Yeah, I can manage to shave off a Norton 4K 8K, but it's not comfortable. And I have to do like 300 X strokes to get it there. That's not honing, that's stupidity, in my opinion. And I don't know why they keep going on and on about the Norton 4K 8K. It sucks. Point blank, it sucks. So new guys, save yourself some grief. Don't get the Norton 8K, 4K 8K combo, or the Norton, any Norton for that matter. I don't like none of them. A lot of people don't like them. They're not too good of a stone. They don't perform like they should. And quite frankly, why people sell it, I'll never know. It's useless. Feedback is really good on this stone. It's really smooth, almost like brand new glass in some cases. Another thing about the Suehiro Rika series, apart from the Cerax, is that the mud comes up quicker, and it's also a little bit smoother feedback than the normal one. I could put this with I could compare the Suehiro Rika 5K with a Naniwa specialty stone in terms of polish and cutting speed. Now, in terms of being just able to dive in there and hone a razor like I'm doing now, The drawback to Suehiro is they're thirsty stones and they require soak time. A lot of soak time. An hour long. Feedback's still looking good. This is pretty much my transitional stone. After this stone, I either go to my Apache Strata, or when it arrives, and I just got word a few minutes ago that it has shipped, I go to my Naniwa 8K Snow White Junpaco, the original. It was $110, but totally worth it. Now, if something happens to it when it arrives, I'll go and get a Shapton Pro 8K. That'll pretty much be my last stone purchase. Don't need a J-Net. I have one. It's great. And it's the Shubadani Asueto, which is a finishing stone. I also have the ILR. I also have an Apache Strata. But my favorite finishing stone of all time is the Belgium Conical, hands down. The edge feels like a butter knife. It does a fantastic job of finishing, and my beard disappears like a sniper in the bush. And up a little bit, clean the stone off a bit. Alright, now let's get it with the blue Suehiro Nagura, as I like to call it. Also cleans out the stone a little bit. Now I'm using a snug amount of pressure while I hold. I mean, I'm not putting a King Kong death grip on there. I don't need to. And I'm letting the stone do the work, but I'm staying in control of the razor. Rinse this off. Don't want any leftover surprises here. Alright, here we go. Excellent. Alright. I'll build a little bit of a slurry here. This will probably be the last video I do today, because I've already uploaded one. And it was showcasing the Suehiro Serax 1K, and I thought I'd do one for the Suehiro Rika 5K and go from there. Hopefully I got the video settings right this time. I'm still learning this video thing, so bear with me. Oh mama, look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Beauteous. Beautiful stone. Now Suehiro does have a Suehiro Rika 8K out, but there's only two places you can get it, and that's in the Chef's Nice to Go. That's who I go through, so I don't have to fool with international shipping and customs, and the stuff's already stateside, so I'll get it faster. Now, if you blow your work on this stone right here, and you go to a Naniwa Snow White, 8K Snow White, it'll let that Naniwa Snow White will let you know in a heartbeat that you need to come back to this stone. Shouldn't have too much swarf on there. Oh yeah, getting there. Feedback's gotten better, smoother. You don't need to do much here. My other videos up is being edited. I'm waiting for YouTube to add enhancements and whatnot. So that'll take a few minutes. Hopefully they'll convert it to HD, because I'm going to have to get rid of the action director, folks. Even though it was pretty easy to use, it made uploading a little bit of a headache. It wasn't like this one, so I'll probably have to take it off my phone, which is what I'm using to film this stuff with today. But yeah. So new guys, if you're interested in some stones, you want that nice polish, smooth feedback, easy to use, and if you don't mind having to dunk and soak all the time, these are excellent stones. These are really good stones. That's the only drawback to them. But if you don't want no soak time, you can just dunk and call it a day or rinse them off. I highly recommend the Shapton Professional Series. Don't get the glass stones. All you have to do is drop them, and that's all she wrote. Plus, with the Shapton glass stones, you get a 15 millimeter stone overall thickness, but only 5 of that's actually going to be usable stone, 5 millimeters. And $100 for 5 millimeters of abrasive, that's not a good deal. And like I stated before, just drop the glass stone one time, and that's all she wrote. So I don't think you get enough stone for your money with the glass stones. The Professionals is a different story. This one, the Suehiro Rika, is also easy to lap and clean. I don't know if you can see it, but my feedback's gotten a little bit easier. Looking good so far. Got my video playing and other video playing in the background a little bit there. But yeah, Suehiro's not a bad investment. A little bit cheaper than most stones, but you still get that beautiful polish. You get that smooth, easy feedback. It's almost like glass. They're easy to clean and lap. It's just the soaking time that really gets you. That's the only drawback I really see. And that, and I don't know if you can see or not, but these stones are not exactly how you put it, no water absorption. These love water. In fact, I consider them like sponges at times, so they tend to be real thirsty. But other than that, other than those two drawbacks, these are really good stones. I still got to put the links in that other one too. While this is being worked on, after I get done with this. But yeah, it's pretty easy to do. Well, yeah, definitely time to clean the stone off a little bit. All right. Yeah. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July holiday here in North America. And hope everybody's doing well. Alright. as clean as I'm going to get it. Now we're going to do the 3K stone side. This will give it that little extra oomph, if you will, the extra polish, the extra keenness and smoothness and whatnot, all that. That's what a slurry stone is really good for. It also helps in cleaning too. But yeah, shouldn't be no problem at all. Alright. Getting quite a swarf here. Yeah, the speed of cutting is great with Suehiro. I'm sure you've noticed that already. But yeah, I can't see anything wrong with buying these stones other than being slightly hard to get unless you go through Chef's Nice to Go or Amazon. And also, I can see soaking them for an hour and being thirsty stones being a turnoff too. But this stone was also only $50, give or take. So they're not very expensive. And they do produce a highly polished edge. And they are fast cutters. I'm sure you've seen this already. But yeah. Feedback's getting better and better. And I did not kill the edge before starting. So, if anything, this helped it. There's some popping in here, but not as much as there was with the Suehiro Serax 1K. But this has got a lot more slicing to it. I'd say once you get to the 8K, Suehiro Rika 8K, you'll probably get more and more slicing as you go further along. Now the 10K and that and 20K that they offer is just too expensive. I mean, it's up there, and the 20K is really a 30,000 grit stone because of the half micron level that they use to list below the grit rating. It's the same as Shapton's 30K grit. And this time we're just going to go straight stone. Right here. I'm not getting a whole lot of swarf left now. So that means I'm pretty much just about done. What am I at? About 18 and a half minutes. So it don't take long. It don't take as long as you think to hone a razor. It really don't. So don't let somebody say, oh, you need to do a full... No. Only reason I'm doing this is to showcase these specific stones. You don't really need to do a full-blown progression. Once that bevel is set, and you get the razor from somebody reputable, say like my buddy Frank Meza, or Anthony Esposito, or somebody like that, or if you get a brand new razor from Straight Razor Designs, such as a Rafost, Boker, or a custom reputable custom knife maker like Arm & Blades, Portland Razor Company. Those guys pretty much do the work for you, apart from making it shave ready. They set the bevel, which is 90% of the work, and then go from there. Frank Meza and Anthony Esposito, they're pretty much shaved right out of the box as soon as you get it. So, you want to check those guys out too. But, yeah. Not hard to do. It doesn't take long. It depends on how much money you want to spend. I will say this much. Do not, I repeat, do not go cheap on the stones. Don't go cheap on these stones. These are a lifetime investment. and pick one that you know you can be comfortable with and confident with. But at the same time, don't buy junk. Norton stones are junk. Plain and simple. And if anybody tells you that they're good stones, tell them they're stupid. Because they're not. Not only is the grit not even nowhere close to being accurate, they can really, a lot of people can get nailed for false advertisement. Because there's no way, I repeat, no way that you can get 8,000 grit out of a 3 micron stone. It's just impossible. It's not possible. It's just impossible to do so. I don't know how in the world people don't get in trouble for that. To be honest with you, specifically Norton. That's false advertisement. Cleaning the stone again, ladies and gentlemen. So it's still pretty easy to clean, as you can see. All right. Still getting some swarf, but not a lot. Undercut's really good. The feedback's getting easier and easier to do. See what happens if I turn this around. Oh yeah. I don't know if you see this or can hear it or not, but my feedback has changed. It's gotten smoother. There's almost no resistance. That's usually a sign that I'm getting close to where I need to be. The stone does tell you what's going on in a way, but in a weird way. Now, I'm not going to be like a certain individual who smokes so much dope that thinks that he's actually sit up and talk. No, they don't do that. But with him, you never know, considering what he smokes. I ain't gonna mention his name. I got bigger fish to fry than embarrass somebody publicly. I just worry about what I'm doing and enjoy the hobby. Screw everything else. But basically, your razor will start to be like slipping on ice. That'd be the best scenario for it. That's what your razor will start to feel like after you get close to where you need to be. Once you get to a point where it feels like you're no longer getting any resistance and it's no effort, then you're pretty much done. Now again, I'm not using much pressure at all. Snug amount of pressure, almost none. A little bit more than weight of the blade, but not enough to mount to anything really. Just make it curl across the stone. In fact, I've actually eased up on my pressure at this point. Alright. And we are getting there. We're just about there. I'm just about there. I believe I am there, actually. We'll call that good. Clear off the stone here. Oh yeah, we're definitely done. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much all there is to it. There's nothing more you can do with this stone now. I could do a few extra laps, but I'm not going to. There's no need to at this point. I mean, there really isn't. because that's pretty much just all there is to it. Spot on where it needs to be. I never killed the edge, so it was already shaving. What I do next now is either I'll go to my Suehiro. Actually, I scratch that back. I probably end up going to either my JNet, my Shubidani Asueto finishing stone, or my conical, or my ILR. At this point, this is where I could either go to an 8K or I go to a mid-range natural after this, and then finish on a finishing stone or a natural. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Take care and God bless.